What if I told you that for the past decade, a secret organization has been posting puzzles on the internet? Puzzles so complex, so layered, that only the world's most brilliant minds stand a chance of solving them. This isn't a game you can find on your app store. This is a cryptic recruitment test, a digital ghost that appears once a year, whispers a challenge to the world, and then vanishes into the shadows. This organization promises something to the chosen few who succeed. Enlightenment, a secret purpose, membership in a group that could change the world. Nobody knows for sure. This isn't a movie plot. This is the true story of Cicada 3301, the internet's most profound, most intelligent, and most enduring unsolved mystery. For years, it has drawn in the brightest cryptographers, hackers, and thinkers, leading them on a global scavenger hunt that blurs the line between the digital and the real world. The question isn't just how to solve the puzzle, but who is behind it, and the most chilling question of all. What do they want? The First Whisper. Our story begins on January 4th, 2012. On the infamous anonymous message board, 4chan, a corner of the internet known for chaos and memes, a simple black and white image appeared. The text was stark and direct, written in a plain white font. It read, "Hello, we are looking for highly intelligent individuals. To find them, we have devised a test. There is a message hidden in this image. Find it, and it will lead you on the road to finding us. We look forward to meeting the few that will make it all the way through. Good luck." It was signed, Threatimer1. To most users, it was just another strange post, easily ignored, but to a curious few, it was an irresistible challenge. They downloaded the image and began to dig. Using digital steganography tools, a method for hiding data within an ordinary file, they discovered the first clue. The image wasn't just an image. Hidden within its code was a message. The hidden text pointed to a URL. This link led the puzzle solvers to another image, this time of a plastic duck. The message was a play on words, a decoy. It was a dead end, designed to filter out those who couldn't think laterally. The real clue was in the URL itself. By changing the URL slightly, solvers found a new message, a Caesar cipher that, once decoded, led them to a subreddit on Reddit. This was the beginning of the rabbit hole. Each puzzle solved was not an end, but the beginning of another, more complex challenge. The subreddit contained posts with cryptic clues written in Mayan numerals and coded messages that led to a book, the Mabinogion, a collection of ancient Welsh myths. The puzzles were escalating. This wasn't just for computer programmers. This required knowledge of history, mythology, and literature. The organization was testing for more than just technical skill. They were testing for a well-rounded, deep intellect, the global hunt. And then the puzzle took a shocking turn. It broke out of the digital world. One of the clues led to a phone number in Texas. When called, an automated voice delivered another cryptic message, which in turn revealed a new website with a countdown timer. When the timer hit 0, it revealed a list of GPS coordinates. These coordinates pointed to 14 physical locations in 5 different countries around the world, from the streets of Paris, France, to a park in Warsaw, Poland, from a telephone pole in Miami, Florida, to a public space in Seoul, South Korea. At each location, a poster was found, taped to a lamppost or a wall. Each poster featured the now iconic Cicada logo and a QR code. This was a global scavenger hunt. Cicada 3301 wasn't just an online entity. It had a physical presence. It had people on the ground, operatives in major cities across the globe, waiting to put up these posters. This changed everything. The mystery deepened. Who had the resources and the network to coordinate such a global, real-world operation simultaneously? The QR codes led the solvers back online to even more difficult cryptographic challenges. They faced visionaire ciphers, references to the occultist Aleister Crowley, and complex book codes that required specific, obscure texts to decipher. The puzzles were a relentless test of intelligence, persistence, and knowledge. Thousands of people were working on it, collaborating on forums and chat rooms, but the puzzles were designed to be solved by individuals or very small, elite groups. After weeks of this intense global hunt, the first wave of solvers finally reached the end. The final puzzle led them to a private address on the Tor network, the dark web. When they arrived, they were greeted with a simple message: "We want the best, not the followers." Those who had simply followed the solutions posted by others online were rejected. Only the true puzzle solvers, the ones who had made the intellectual journey themselves, were allowed to proceed. They were asked to submit proof of their work. And then, for the winners, Cicada 3301 sent a final, private message. After that, silence. The public-facing puzzle was over. The winners vanished from the forums. The world was left wondering what happened to them. The return and the great question. Exactly 1 year and 1 day later, on January 5th, 2013, it happened again. A new puzzle appeared. The message was similar. Hello again. The search for intelligent individuals now continues. The second puzzle was even more difficult. It involved advanced knowledge of classical music, specifically Bach. It required understanding Anglo-Saxon runes and philosophy. Once again, it led solvers on a global hunt for physical clues. And once again, a select few made it to the end, were taken into a private digital space, and disappeared from public view. Cicada 3301 returned for a third time in 2014 with yet another puzzle, but after 2014, they went silent. A cryptic message appeared in 2016, warning against imposters, but no new puzzle was released. To this day, the silence continues, but the mystery has only grown. And it all comes down to one monumental question: who is Cicada 3301? The theories are as complex as the puzzles themselves. Theory 1. A government intelligence agency. Could Cicada 3301 be a sophisticated recruitment tool for an agency like the CIA, the NSA, or Britain's MI6? These organizations are in constant need of the world's best cryptographers and analysts. A public competition is too obvious. A secret, cryptic puzzle, however, would attract exactly the kind of curious, self-motivated, and brilliant minds they need. It's a perfect, clandestine job interview. Theory 2. A cyber mercenary or hacker group. Perhaps Cicada is a private corporation, a hacker-for-hire group that works for the highest bidder, whether it's a government or a powerful company. They could be using the puzzles to recruit new talent for their operations, be it digital espionage, data security, or something far more sinister. Theory 3. A cryptocurrency or blockchain collective. The puzzles began just a few years after the creation of Bitcoin. Some believe Cicada 3301 is a think tank of early cryptocurrency pioneers, working on developing new, unbreakable privacy and security technologies. The name 3301 itself is a prime number, a key component in modern cryptography. They could be recruiting people to build the future of a decentralized internet. Theory 4. A philosophical movement. This is perhaps the most intriguing theory. The puzzles are filled with references to liberty, privacy, freedom of information, and the rejection of censorship. The chosen books and philosophies all point to a group that values individual freedom above all else. Perhaps Cicada 3301 is not a corporation or a government, but a secret society of thinkers, activists, and developers building a movement to protect digital freedom in an age of mass surveillance. They aren't recruiting employees, they're recruiting disciples. The legacy and the unanswered questions. So what happened to the winners? Very few have ever spoken out, and their identities remain largely anonymous. One alleged winner claimed that after being accepted, he was invited to a private forum with about 20 other winners. They were given a personality test and asked about their views on freedom, privacy, and power. They were then tasked with creating new software designed to uphold their shared ideals. But he eventually left. As the work progressed too slowly, his story has never been fully verified. The truth is, we don't know. The winners of the Cicada puzzle were absorbed into the organization, and the secret they discovered is one they have kept. Cicada 3301 represents something profound about our modern world. It's a testament to the power of the internet to connect, to challenge, and to create mystery on a global scale. It proved that in an age where we think everything is known and searchable, true secrets can still exist. Every January, a community of puzzle enthusiasts and mystery hunters holds its breath, checking the old forms, waiting for a new sign. They wait for the whisper of the cicada to return. The puzzle may be dormant, but the mystery is very much alive. To this day, no one knows the true identity or purpose of Cicada 3301. Are they heroes, fighting for our digital freedom? Are they villains recruiting for a darker purpose? Or are they simply the architects of the world's greatest intellectual challenge, a game played on a global scale? The truth is still out there, hidden in the deep, dark corners of the internet. What do you believe? Share your theories in the comments below.